He's got the whole world in his hands. 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 He's got the wind and the rain in his hands. He's got the wind and the rain in his hands. He's got the wind and the rain in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands.
Good morning, class. Happy Valentine's Day. This is our Wonder Box to help us guess what the story is going to be about. But again, the clue is too big for the box. It is a boat. Our story today is about a boat and a storm. Have any of you ever been scared of a storm? The wind and the howling sounds and the thunder and the rain? When I was your age, I used to be scared of storms. So my mom would hold me and my dad would tell me a funny story and then I would feel much better. He would tell me the thunder was God up in heaven having a potato wagon. And when the big crash comes, that's because the potato wagon hits a bump and all the potatoes fall out. Isn't that a silly story? But it always made me feel better. So today I'm going to read you a story from the Bible about a storm. It's called The Wind and the Waves. There's Jesus. It was late in the day. Jesus was teaching by the lake. Many people had come to see him, and Jesus was tired. Let's go to the other side of the lake, he said to his friends. So they got into the boat. They started to sail across the lake. The boat rocked gently up and down, but the wind began to blow stronger. The waves began to crash into the boat. It bobbed high and then dipped low. Water sloshed into the boat. Everyone was afraid. Everyone except Jesus. Jesus was asleep on a pillow in the back of the boat. His friends woke him up. Jesus, don't you hear the wind howling? Can't you feel the boat tossing? We are all going to drown. Why are you afraid? Jesus asked. Then he looked at the wind and the stormy sea. Peace, he said, be still. The wind stopped blowing. The waves stopped crashing. Everything was quiet and still. Jesus' friends were amazed. Even the wind and the waves obeyed Jesus, they said. So that was one of Jesus' miracles. He could even stop the wind and the waves. Can you find your packet of pictures? Here's a puzzle. It's called Jesus Calms the Storm. This side has the crashing thunder and wind and the rocking boat, and the people are scared. And on this side is when Jesus calms the storm. See how happy they all are? So if you tear it apart, it'll make a puzzle. Let's do that together. Do you notice all the pictures around the side? The fish and the sun and the wind and the waves, those are all the things that were in the story. If you can find an envelope too, that's where you can put your pieces when you're all done, so you don't lose them and you can play with the puzzle again. There. You see the lightning? Oh. And this puzzle piece has Jesus sound asleep. You see him? It actually comes apart too. There's the waves at the bottom. Here's the people. They look so scared. There. So you can mix them up and put them back together. And then, when you turn it over, you can make another puzzle of when the storm is over and everything is calm. There they are. Mix them all up and you can make your puzzle. There's my envelope. Here's some games you can play at home too with your family to help you remember the story. So here's the lake with the water. Remember when we played in class before, what will sink and what will float? Well, I found this marshmallow, and it will float like a boat. So I think I'll use that. And then I'm going to take a piece of paper and cut off a corner. And then I'm going to take a toothpick and stick it through the paper. And then I'll stick it in my marshmallow. There's my boat with the sail. You can make something like this too. Find something that will float. So there's my boat in the lake. And you could get some of your toys and have Jesus and the friends around and tell the story. So it's nice and calm and they're in their boat, and then the storm comes and the waves come and the boat is tossed all around. And Jesus is sound asleep. And his friends wake him up and say, "Aren't you worried about the storm?" And he says, "No, wind and storm and waves, everything be peaceful and still." And it happens, one of Jesus' miracles. And another game you can play is find something blue, and this will be your lake, and find some kind of a ball and put it in the middle. That will be your boat. And then have someone play with you. Michelle's going to play with me. So it starts out nice and calm, and then the storm comes. You got to keep the boat on your lake. And then Jesus calms the storm. Everything's peaceful again. Now, can you find your other piece of paper in your packet? This is going to be a calendar. Every day from now, Valentine's Day, till you get to Easter, you could do an act of kindness. Do something very nice for someone. And every day you do something, you get to draw a heart. And a heart and a heart and a heart, all the way till you get to Easter. The acts of kindness could be something simple or it could be something big. Like every time I rub my cat's ears for her, that's an act of kindness for her. And all this week when we've had this snow in our driveways, my neighbor came across the street with his snowblower and plowed my driveway for me. That was a very big act of kindness. So be thinking all month long what you could do for nice things for people. And because it's Valentine's Day, I remember how we used to like to make Valentines in our class. So find a piece of paper, and this could be an act of kindness for someone. You can make them a Valentine and give it away. Remember how to cut out a heart? Give it to your mother or your sisters or brothers or dad or grandparents, aunts, uncles, cousins, neighbors, friends, anyone you like. Or you can mail it to someone, and then you can glue on all the different kinds of decorations. A pink one in the middle. You could write their name on it, and you can also sign your name. And then remember to draw a heart for your act of kindness. And if we were all together, I'd be giving you a Valentine from Little Debbie. But let's go over to the piano now and we'll sing a song. Ready to sing along? Jesus loves me, this I know, for the one who tells me so. Little ones to him belong, they are weak but he is strong. Yes, Jesus loves me, yes, Jesus loves me, yes, Jesus loves me, the Bible tells me so. So remember, whenever you're scared of a storm, that Jesus and God are always with you to help you feel better. Just talk to them in your prayers. Bye.